Why should you pay $450 worth of annual fees to just hold a piece of plastic for 1 year? Is it worth it? In today's video, we're going to be doing an in-depth review of the Hilton Aspire card by breaking down how and why the annual fee would be worth it for you, and why people are calling the Hilton Aspire the best hotel credit card even in 2020. What's up, team? My name is Joe. On this channel, we talk about money, finance, and credit cards using some professional humor and smiles to get you the info you need. And if that sounds like something you want to be a part of, make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell so you don't miss your much needed daily cup of Joe. Before going into the review, let's talk about the current welcome bonus on the American Express Hilton Aspire. So this card does come with the annual fee of $450 with a welcome bonus of 150,000 Hilton Honors points after you spend $4,000 in purchases on the card in the first 3 months. If you were to use 150,000 Hilton Honors points toward Hilton rooms, I would say that's the equivalent of around $700 in value, because you could book a standard room, which is usually around $120 for around 25,000 points. So if you're someone who doesn't mind staying in an average room, you could expect to get about 5 free nights. But if you're someone who needs that higher end bougie room, you could probably expect to get 2 free nights out of the 150,000 welcome bonus. Just from the welcome bonus alone, we could see that it covers almost 2 years worth of annual fees. But let's see if the perks and benefits of the American Express Hilton Aspire alone can justify this $450 annual fee. The first benefit we're going to talk about is the weekend night rewards. So with this benefit, just by holding the Hilton Aspire, you are going to be given 1 weekend night reward with your new Hilton Honors American Express Aspire card. And every year after you renew this card, you are going to be getting another certificate. In my opinion, this is probably one of the most valuable perks that come with the Aspire. Especially if you're maximizing the weekend night certificate, it can easily make the annual fee worth it. Let's talk about it. With this weekend certificate, you definitely want to redeem it at higher tier properties. While there is no written rule how many points can be redeemed, people generally seem to be maxed out at 95,000 points. This is the equivalent of redeeming a room that would cost $570 a night or even more. Here are some examples of where you can be claiming the weekend night certificate. I'm going to try my best to not butcher these names.
So the Conrad, Maldives, Rangali Island, Waldorf, Astoria, Beverly Hills, the Conrad, London, St. James.
But they're all pretty amazing. Now, there are some resorts that you cannot claim the weekend night certificate with, and I'm going to attach that link down below so you guys can check it out. But in summary, there's about 40 properties excluded, and I say only because the Hilton portfolio is so huge. I'm sure you'll be able to find another place that's better, but with how crazy COVID-19 is right now, it might be a little more than difficult or almost impossible to really maximize that weekend night certificate. So American Express, out of the kindness of their hearts, has extended benefits for free weekend night rewards. Any certificates issued through December 31st, 2020 can now be used any night of the week, not just on the weekends. New free weekend nights rewards issued from May 1st through December 31st, 2020 will now be valid for 24 months rather than the 12 months we're used to. So at this point, we just gotta hope
that COVID will be gone by May 1st, 2022.
The next most valuable benefit is going to be complimentary diamond status. Anything that has the words diamonds in it, you just got to take that extra look. The top tier in the Hilton Honors program is going to be your diamond status, which is typically earned after 30 stays or 60 nights, or by just earning 120,000 base points in a calendar year, which equates to 12,000 in spending. However, just for having the Aspire card, you receive complimentary Hilton Honors Diamond status. This is Hilton's top tier status, so it's pretty incredible to get that just for having a credit card. Hilton Honors Diamond comes with the following perks. You get free breakfast or executive lounge access. You're also going to get room upgrades, which may include standard suites. Of course, this is going to be subject to availability. You get late checkout, subject to availability again, a 100% point bonus, and 5th night free on award stays. As is the case with all hotel programs, the treatment you'll receive will vary depending on where in the world you are. I found diamond recognition to be excellent in Asian countries, while it's generally a hit or miss in the United States. Now, I do want to go more into detail about room upgrades. Personally, every Hilton property I stayed at, I've been able to upgrade to a suite, which easily saved me $50 or $100 per night. And of course, my favorite benefit while traveling is late checkout. So with late checkout, you can request to check out at 4 p.m. or whatever time really works for your schedule. This is really useful when you don't have a flight until later at night. It's always awkward carrying around all your luggage, and even if you have access to a lounge, it's not as relaxing as kicking it back in that suite. And now, let's talk about that 100-point bonus, because I swear, this had me confused for the longest time. If you use your Hilton Aspire card at Hilton properties, you'll receive 14 Hilton Honors points per dollar spent with Amex. But on top of that, since you are a Diamond member, you'll also be earning a 100-point bonus. Let's do some quick math so you can better understand it. Let's say I stayed at an average room that costs $150 per night. So I would accumulate a total of 2,100 points because I am earning 14x through Amex. Since I also get that 100% bonus points as a Hilton Honors Diamond member, I would get additional 3,000 points because as a Hilton member, I get 10 points per dollar, but 100% boost as a Diamond member gives me a total of 20 points per dollar. So after spending $150 on a single night, I've already earned 5,100 points, which is the equivalent to 20% rewards rate. That's pretty insane. Hopefully I wasn't too confusing on this, and if I was, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will be more than happy to explain it and confuse you all over again. The next couple of benefits I want to group into one big blob. An expensive blob though, which if optimized for maximum power is going to be worth $600. And in that blob is going to be your $250 Hilton Resort Statement Credit, $250 airline incidental fee, and $100 Hilton on-property credit. Personally, I think the $250 resort statement credit is the most valuable credit out of these three, so let's talk about that first. The property must be among the 190 resorts listed on the Hilton.com resort site, which I will also attach in the link below. But really, you need to scan this website to make sure that the resort is eligible. In other words, just because a hotel has the word resort in it or charges a resort fee doesn't mean that it'll automatically count as an eligible resort. What makes this property credit so valuable though is how flexible it is. Room rate, expenses, meals, spa treatments, or any incidental charges will be covered. With the $250 credit, you could probably head to Vegas for a weekend, eat lunch at the world's only all-glass undersea restaurant, spend 3 or more days at Penang, one of Hilton's cheapest resorts, hit up the beach in Fort Lauderdale, or enjoy a Michelin-starred dinner in Rome. A meal for two will typically cost you a bit more than $250, but you can use credit to chop off a nice chunk of the bill. Hey, I'm promising you right now, when I get a girlfriend, when I do, I'm gonna take her there. The next benefit is going to be the $250 airline incidental fee, which will cover anything you might buy on board, such as food and beverage, or maybe even pet fees. Also, you're not going to be able to change the airlines every time. You just got to pick one airline, and you can only claim credit for that airline in that calendar year. So this is a little harder to actually redeem. And that's why, although it's worth more than the Hilton Resort credit, I don't think it is as valuable as a Hilton Resort credit. And now, let's talk about the $100 Hilton on-property credit. To get this credit, you need to book a 2-night minimum stay, and you'll get up to $100 in credits for charges at participating Waldorf Astoria hotels and resorts and Conrad hotels and resorts. So all participating resorts are higher end. So you shouldn't really think about this as a full credit, but more of a partial credit, just making that final bill a little smaller. Those are all the benefits, and let's do a quick summary. If you were able to maximize every benefit, you could easily make $570 from the weekend night certificate and $600 from that blob credit we were talking about, for a total of $1,170 in benefits, which means you made $720 by using this card on an annual basis. But of course, it's not realistic that you'll be maximizing every benefit. So let's say you were only able to redeem half of every benefit. You would have a total value of $585, which still means you made a profit of $135. And keep in mind, this is not taking into account the additional benefits or protections you'll be receiving, or the reward system, which is a really good cash back or rewards rate. You'll be earning 14x on all Hilton purchases, so this is going to be charges directly with the hotel or resort within the Hilton portfolio. You'll also be earning 7x on select travel for flights booked directly with airlines or AmexTravel.com, and on car rentals booked directly from select car rental companies. You're also going to be earning 7x on dining for purchases at US restaurants, and you're going to be earning 3x on every other purchase. These are very good reward rates, and on top of this, I want to mention you'll also be getting access to over 1,000 lounges with the complimentary Priority Pass lounge that comes with this card. And this card offers a lot of protection, but the one I really wanted to highlight is the return protection. So if you try to return an eligible item within 90 days from the date of purchase and the merchant won't take it back, American Express refunds the whole purchase price up to $300 per item, up to a maximum of $1,000 per calendar year per card account, if you purchase it entirely with your Amex card. There have been so many times when I purchased something online and I tried returning it and they were not accepting it because it was past that 30-day return period. And when that happened, I simply reached out to Amex and let them know. I was like, hey bro, they're not accepting my return. What can you do about it? Like, am I covered? The dispute process was so easy and they took care of it. No questions asked, and it was one of the easiest customer service processes I've ever went through. But that's all I got for today, so hopefully you found this video informative, and if you did, let me know by smashing the like button. And if I was able to convince you to get a Hilton Aspire card, if you could use the referral link, it would mean so much to me and help me out a lot. I'm not sponsored by Amex, but I do receive a 10,000 point bonus if you sign up using the link. So if you're already going to do it or apply for it, just help me out by using the link. Thanks for watching this video to the end, and as always, you know how it goes. Peace.